So a lot of people have asked me how did I end up working for Fox and promoting Deadpool 1 and 2. I decided to make a video about it because I just finished promoting Deadpool 2. Only people that follow me on Facebook know that I ended up promoting Deadpool 1 back when it came out, before it came out, and Deadpool 2 now. I'm gonna try to post pictures along the story to show you guys how everything was, and to make the story as short as possible so that you don't get bored along the way. Okay, so back 3 years ago, I used to go to, I still go, when theaters have like events and they want superheroes to go. I say superheroes because they also invite Spider-Man, so you know, superheroes. So when they invite people to go to these events, they invited me. I would go to theaters and to obviously take pictures with people, entertain whoever Spider-Man was running their day. And so I became really good friends with the people at the theater. So now I have that contact with people at theaters. So after that, maybe a few months, I obviously would go to a lot of conventions. So a lot of people knew me from different conventions. Almost every single convention. I think I went to almost every single convention in 2015 and 2016 here in Puerto Rico. So what ended up happening, I also went to an event that was called the Bloggerfest, which was a convention for bloggers, in which they also had a cosplay contest, because obviously, you know, whenever you want to fill up a convention, you just invite a lot of cosplayers to fill it up for you. So they had a cosplay convention and I went and I got 3rd place. But before getting 3rd place, there was a booth at this convention which was promoting the Martian movie. The Matt Damon movie, I think it was? The Martian? I think it's that one. So they were promoting that movie. Fox was promoting that movie there, so they had a employee of Fox and a promoter working that booth. I was dressed obviously as Deadpool. I'll post a picture. We became friends, I guess. They became fans. I don't know. I got their place in the convention. Whatever. They followed me on Instagram. So now we have the theater, and we have this connection and directly with Fox. And they were like, hey, if we ever need a Deadpool, we'll let you know this and that. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. At the moment, we still didn't know if the movie was gonna arrive or not. It was way before the movie was announced when it was gonna debut. So after that, during that same convention and during other conventions, there was this one photographer who was really recognized around companies, and he was a really good photographer. He still is, and a good friend of mine. And so he also had a contact with someone who later on would have a lot to do with the Deadpool promotion. So months go by, maybe a year goes by. I keep going to theaters, to events. I keep going to events. I go to conventions. I compete. I win a few, and Deadpool, the movie, is coming out, and Fox gets their promotional company and starts telling them that they're gonna need someone to do Deadpool, promote Deadpool. The person in charge of marketing in Fox contacts one of his friends who is a manager at the theaters and asks them if they know someone that could dress as Deadpool or if they know a Deadpool. So they were like, yes, we know a Deadpool. His name is Magno. And he's the Deadpool that we call for everything. And they were like, okay, now we know Deadpool. Magno will try to find him out. So he also contacts one of his friends' promoter, and he's like, hey, we're gonna do the Deadpool promotion. Do you know someone? And they're like, actually, I do. I saw this guy. He got 3rd place in a convention, and he has a really nice Deadpool suit, this and that. And his name is Deadpool Magno. And the guy's like, okay, this is the 2nd time I hear about this guy. Okay. So then the company who needs to find the Deadpool is like looking around, and they also got this message from the photographer, friend of mine, that had told them, if you ever need a Deadpool, I have a friend called Deadpool Magno, and he's really, really, really good. So the guy from Fox is telling this company that promotes, it's like, hey, I want to find this guy. And they were like, oh, we actually have someone that knows this guy. So from like 3 to 4 different people suggesting me, I'm completely out of it. I have no idea this is going on. I end up getting a message from the photographer friend of mine giving me the email and telling me you need to contact this person. So I send this person an email because the person was trying to get in contact with me. So I send the person an email. The person sends me an email back and is like, can you please call me? So we talked over the phone, and they were like, can we meet up? And we got a suit and we want you to try it out. And we want to see if you could send us a resume. And so I sent them a resume. At the moment, I'm not really sure how many Deadpools I had. I know I had Deadpool, Punisher pool, almost all of the Deadpools I had at the moment had won at something. I mean, Punisher Pool won the Comic-Con. Senpool didn't win shit. I think Senpool was the most relaxed one. Mime Pool had won like second place at something, and he was the funniest at something. I don't know, I don't understand him. Weapon X, I had 5. It was Senpool, Deadpool, Punisher Pool, Weapon X, and Mime Pool. I had 5 Deadpools at the moment, working on the 6th one, which I think it was Night Pool. So I sent them a resume, the pictures of my suits, and I also sent them obviously a resume of all of the conventions I had gone to and the ones I had competed in, and if I had competed, if I had gotten a place. So I realized that in between 2014 and 2015, I had gone to almost 50 conventions. It was stupid, the amount of conventions I had gone to in a year and a half or maybe 2 years. So I sent them the resume. They called me, they showed me the suit, which I had already known, but the suit they were going to use for the promotions, I already knew which one it was. I had seen it around the world a few times. I put on the suit and they made me like do a test. They tested me, but I needed to convince people I was Deadpool without talking. Which is, the rules are supposed to say that you're not supposed to talk. Obviously after that they allowed me to because of doing a good job and crap. But originally you're not supposed to talk. It's part of the promotional, it's part of the rules. So I put on the suit and they made me do like a casting, like if it was a casting. And there was another guy that was also up for it, but because he was one of the employees and stuff, I was some random ass guy they brought in because of everyone suggested this random ass guy should do it. This random ass Deadpool. So I got a call a few days later. I was actually nervous as hell because I didn't think I was gonna get it, because the other guy, he filled in the suit better than I did. Back then I was skinny, I was really skinny, and I just didn't feel the suit got filled the way it should be. The other guy filled it too much maybe, I filled it too little, whatever. So I, obviously being negative, I didn't think I was gonna get it. I got a call a few days later telling me that I had gotten the part, and I started working Deadpool 1. It was a great experience. I mean, I met so many people, I went to so many things. Obviously, I got to see the movie and the premiere and stuff, and I got the few promotional things that I showed you on the other video, and obviously it showed me how things would work via Fox, and a lot of things that happened with the promotion internationally. So it was a really interesting experience. It really helped me grow as a cosplayer. So after all that, I did Deadpool 1, and I tried it to keep the suit. I couldn't because of things that I can't say on video. I tried to keep the suit. I tried to buy it, whatever. The point is, I couldn't keep it at the end. I was okay with it. I'm still okay with it. So years go by, and Deadpool 2 comes up. So I didn't know, due to other things that happened during the promotion, because at the beginning of the promotion, it was promoted as Deadpool. Deadpool was going to places. And at the end of the promotion, they weren't saying it was Deadpool, they had to say it was actually me. So it was like Deadpool Magno is the one going to events to promote Deadpool. So I thought that this wouldn't happen again because of other things that happened during the promotion with the company. Deadpool 2 comes out, and Puerto Rico, due to the fact that they have me, they talked what they had to do with whoever they had to talk in the company in order to get a permission in order to promote the movie again with the suit. So they called me up and they said, you did a really good job the first time, and the client, which is Fox, wants you to do it again. So they called me up and I promoted Deadpool 2 again. This time it wasn't as fun because we didn't have the amount of events like last time because of the date. But it was still entertaining, and it's always awesome to help promote Deadpool because obviously I love Deadpool. So I finished that promotion on Sunday with Comic-Con, and that's it. That's technically how I ended up working and promoting Deadpool 1 and 2. Pretty much it.